Great. Morning, everybody. Welcome to newsletter number 203, and we're live streaming at the moment. So SEO industry news, Google's launched new search menu with icons. Essentially this sort of, we've got icon mania at the moment from Google. So we've got icons in SERPs and icons that are new to Google search features. It could be that they're just looking for a consistent experience with icons everywhere. It could also be, in the cynic inside me says that this could be to do with icon blindness. And the more blindness you can introduce to Google, the more likely people are to click on ads, would be the cynical side of me. But anyway, it's something new feature that's across Google for all users. Next up, is voice overhyped? So is voice search overhyped? There's a new bit of data here. The sampling size is pretty small. It's 1,000 US adults, so tiny sampling size, but it essentially says that only 30% of those 1,000 users are active users. Almost 50% of them never actually use voice search at all. Again, it's difficult to understand what voice search means when anybody's doing a survey like this. So is Cool Mum a voice search is the question that you've got to ask when people are doing surveys like this. But interesting new study. Yeah, it's in line with a study that was also done by a company called Sumo, again saying that around 50% of respondents never use voice search at all. Next up, reports of some Google traffic loss after implementing FAQ schema. So a lady called Lily Ray sharing that as a result of implementing FAQ schema, you've got some data here from Performance Report in Search Console saying that impressions have come up massively, and it looks like clicks are falling off the cliff, which kind of would make sense. You're introducing more of what would be zero-click results into Google. One of those things that if you're going to do it, requires some testing to decide whether you want to roll back something like that. Interestingly, there's Arnold Hellerman saying on Twitter that using it for FAQs, perhaps from your own website, could mean that there's less calls going through to a help desk, for instance. So it could have some benefits depending upon who you are. Next up, John Mueller saying why you can't really fix core update issues as a single thing, or can you? And this was a hangout where John Mueller said it's unlikely to be one single issue that's as a result of why you may have suffered in the June update and previous updates as well. But saying that it might be worth revisiting a post from, I think it was 2011, long time ago now. Yeah, 2011 from Amit Singhal talking about the Panda algorithm update and things you can do. So just to rattle off a few of those, which are quite interesting. So would you be comfortable giving your credit card information to this site? And we see the same thing in quality rater guidelines as well. How much quality content is done on quality control is done on content. So showing perhaps that you've got sub-editorial or editorial overhead on top of your journalist might be a clear indication of whether you've got you're doing some kind of editorial control. Does the article provide substantial value when compared to other search results pages as well? So how unique is it? What else is interesting here? Is this the sort of page you want to bookmark, share with a friend, or recommend? It's worth having a review anyway. So anybody that's any of the clients who suffer some kind of algorithmic penalization lately, it's worth having a review of the original sort of post here on Panda and seeing, can you answer these questions confidently? If not, yeah, definitely worth reviewing. So that's it for SEO industry news. On to more of the advanced stuff now. Google Trends can be integrated into Data Studio via a third-party app. So this is Glenn gave, I think, Strategic IQ. There isn't an official integration, so this is an unofficial third-party integration that you can use if you want to. So if you want to show clients seasonal declines that match with other data sources, this is a perfect way to introduce that. WordPress core is looking at having XML sitemaps as a feature. So off-the-shelf WordPress XML sitemap generation. At the moment, it's just a project proposal, and proposing this project are people like Yoast, for instance, and Google. So both of them proposing the XML sitemaps built into core of WordPress. Google just reiterating, and it's quite a funny looking GIF there from Barry Schwartz about whether links and title tags still matter to rankings. Yes, they do, is the answer to that. Not sure we needed that, but even Barry says that it just gives me an excuse to use the GIF that they have there. So, yeah. Danny Sullivan's confirmed that the core update, the June core update, is now fully rolled out. So this was, I think, 5 full days. Just double check that. Yeah, it took about 5 days. So finished rolling out on Saturday officially. And we can expect to see Google pre-announcing more of these core updates as well. Incremental updates, I don't think we'll ever see that. And there are allegedly 3 or 4 updates a day going out from Google. But if it's a core update, if it's a major update, they are going to pre-announce these things. So don't need to rush to panic stations. It's just something that they'll be doing ongoing. Next up, John Mueller talking about, or is answering somebody on Twitter about mobile first indexing. Do subdomains also go into mobile first indexing as well? And John Mueller is saying yes, if your main domain has been accepted into mobile first index, then subdomains are treated the same. So they'll be moved over to MFI as well. Old sites moving to a new domain would be treated like a new domain. So I guess what they're saying is that if you're migrating a domain to a brand new domain, they'll be treated like a new domain and will be assessed for mobile first. It won't inherit the mobile first from there. Interesting patent that SEO by the Sea has come up with. So the great Bill Slawski, who does an incredible job of pouring through patents from Google and gives us a really digestible summary of what these patents actually mean. So if you don't follow Bill Slawski, I highly recommend it. Of course, a patent doesn't mean that it is actually part of Google's algorithm. So you'd have to assess whether you're seeing the sorts of things that the patent's describing in the wild, and then you can make an assessment that maybe it has to do with this patent, or certainly that's the way I've always viewed these things. So this one talks about categorization of websites, or categorical quality of websites for the query. I'm not going to go into it in great depth. It's definitely worth a read. It does talk about categorization for navigational queries as well. So although Google has said that they wouldn't use things like click-through as a ranking factor, they might use it as a categorical factor for navigational queries, in the sense that certain queries particular websites will match that category for. So for branded queries, for instance, why a particular website might be given a boost is because perhaps the click-through rate is used for the categorical quality of it. But you can, you have to read through these things and make your own assessment of what you're seeing in the wild versus what the patent's describing. But for me, it certainly resonates some truth with what I see in the wild as well. There's some kind of categorical quality for websites is there as well. I think that is it for advanced industry news. It is. There's some in other news here as well. Mary Meeker's 2019 Internet Trends Report, there's some highlights there of that. Definitely worth a read. And CCN, who are a crypto website, have sort of publicly said that they're shutting down the site because of Google's June 2019 core update. So again, it's worth having a look at CCN and making some judgments about why you think that might be the case. As a very quick view on it, things like, for instance, they don't seem to cite who the author of any of their content, or any of they don't have journalists essentially with any of their content. So that might be one of the factors. There may be lots of other factors as well, but definitely worth reviewing and seeing why you think that might be the case. Yeah. And then one of our clients, Fluidly, has won 5 million in an RBS competition to unlock AI for SMEs. So great news for Caroline Plummer for Fluidly as well.
Just won an award as well last week. We won Best AI Technology at Codex. So they're having a really good week this week.
Well done, Caroline. Another article there about Google making 4.7 billion from the news industry in 2018. A study says it's quite controversial. Definitely worth a read of that. How to delete your Amazon order history and hide browsing activity. So something if you're into privacy and making sure that Google isn't tracking you, there's also Amazon as well. So something else to review. In Blu-ray news, of course, we're live streaming this event, so there's a bit of news just to remind people to join us for that. And Sean Butcher, our head of SEO, and Tom Paul, technical SEO manager, delivered an on-page technical SEO training session in London for the good folks at Brighton SEO. Our next Reading SEO meetup is going to be on the 1st of August. As always, free beer, free pizza, lots of great SEO talks, and an opportunity to network with your peers as well. We highly recommend that. And we're hiring, as always, looking currently for an SEO manager. We're actually looking for an SEO MD to lead our Brighton office, and we're also looking for graduate level SEO marketing executives as well. And that's it for the newsletter. Thank you.